And you can swear on my podcast. Hey, everybody, this is Tatiana Takyo-ish, and I'm here with the famous Skylar Calico.
I prefer the term infamous, thank you.
Infamous, because you're bad.
I am.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. Go ahead, get close. I always tell people talking to the big black dick. Yes, it's a reminder.
So I can make the daddy spanking jokes.
Yes,
now.
of course
okay.
you can get it however. Yes, bitch, that's what they
If
want to
white
hear.
stuff starts coming out the end of this microphone,
You owe it money, or it owes you money.
I was gonna say I was gonna clean it up.
Oh, okay. okay. I thought it was different. I thought we were gonna okay, clean it up. I mean, no white Gatorade is here. So, that gives you the extra saliva in there.
Oh my God. I got this thing.
Talking here and looking.
Sorry. I got this thing from this goodie bag from this event that I went to recently in Miami. And it is cum lube. And it literally it has the consistency of like jizz, and it looks like jizz.
What are you supposed to do with it?
You use it like regular lube, but it literally has this like.
You didn't bring it?
No, I should have.
Okay, you're gonna have to send me a clip. Like, that's crazy. So is that what they've been using in the pornos?
Sometimes. So sometimes they have to like have the, if the guy just can't get off, then they have the little tube and the fake lube.
Because you ever wonder, like, you're watching and then you're like, they're going and then you see it and it's just, and I'm like, where did that come from? I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I study it, so I'm like, I feel like there's so much coming out.
Study facials?
No, I'm studying where it came from. Like, I've studied the fluid ejection.
I've never had anybody come on my face and then studied where it came from. Usually I'm like, oh, God damn it, that's my eye.
You're like, oh.
When I said I wanted to see your kids, this is not what I meant.
They were, well, that's what they thought. They were like, here they are, all of them. They're
burns.
Just for you, custom made. We can say they're ours.
Say hi to little Timmy for me.
Poor baby. All that wasting. Well, the eyelashes back in the day was so that.
Oh, the cumbrellas?
Yes. Yeah. So you don't have your cumbrellas on, do you?
I don't.
You don't? I
know. I actually rarely wear them. I had a photographer the other day who was like, are you wearing fake eyelashes? And I was like, no. And he's like, why not? And I'm like, because I shoot like 4 days a week and I'm sick of wasting money on eyelashes.
You know what's crazy? I do the lash extension and it lasts me a month. When I'm getting ready to do a shoot, I'll go I just went yesterday. I'm going to go one more next week, the day before, just in case, just to make it perfect. But I mean, honestly, my friend Lauren LaRoe, I call it Lashes by Lauren, but it's not. It's called aesthetics. But I was like, I can't play it. So I just say Lashes by Lauren, and she's really awesome. Great prices. I mean, she's like between 35 to maybe 100.
Ooh.
So you got.
I've always wanted to try lash extensions.
Please,
I've just been doing strips forever.
Strips are for prostitutes. So.
Well,
that's
what
a
hooker then.
Yeah, that's what a prostitute told me. She goes, strips are for whores. I was like, well, I will peel these off and I will clearly.
I prefer the term slut, thank you. Whores get paid and I'm broke.
Good.
So
God dang
I'm like, is my gas tank gonna make it here in my little hoopty van? I have no AC. Things are falling off behind me.
You know what's funny? You went from you had a 4-door Explorer, didn't you? And then this?
No, this is my first car in a while.
Because at the video shoot, you pulled up a truck, I thought.
No, I had a minivan still.
It was that one?
It was still the same one.
Oh my God.
Then
I didn't
she
know
went down for a while and we had to fix her. And
what's her name? Is it Big Bertha?
No, her name's Cow. She's the cow.
You know what? I love your expressions on Facebook because I have to read them twice. Because you had a post with your friend and you wrote, it was so different. You wrote Mama Slither Bear. That's not the words, but you know what I'm talking about.
It was a hippie nursing mom.
That's it.
And her, what was it? It was something about unbridled goblin spawn or something.
Was like, let me read. So now that I know you, because we met a couple months ago, she came to a viewing because she wanted to meet me, and then she's like, well, I'll work, and then she met Janine Jericho, and then it just spiraled from there. Everybody always networks at my parties.
I have a thing about her.
I love
that
it.
she okay. So I did this blood shoot the other day, and I posted one of the photos, and she commented on Instagram, and I was like, oh my god! And then she reposted it on Facebook, and was singing praises, and I was like, this is the best moment of my life. Like Janine Jericho just like told me that I was a good model.
I post you all the fucking time. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't care. That's okay. No, I do too with her. And it's funny because like I always tell the story. I didn't think she's very stoic. Yeah. So I didn't think she really liked me in the beginning. But it turned out she did. And we're good friends. And I go to her house and we've made that a couple of videos. We went viral and it's great. And she's the sweetest, most genuine person. But she keeps a very good stoic, like her friends and then her life.
Yeah.
And then she actually opened up on my podcast talking about intimate things and her love life. And she's never done that. All her friends were like, she's never in the whole like couple decades she's been out dancing.
Yeah, when I was just a fan before I knew her, you never hear anything about like, I'm very open about my personal life.
Me too.
I really need to stop. My therapist is screaming at me about it.
Same.
Like I am an open book, and she is one of those like professionals. Like she is top tier feature entertainer, and she's one of those professionals that is so good at, she could have her life falling apart and be in tears and everything else, and you would never tell.
No, never know.
She has that amazing professionalism.
She does. That's why I say stoic. It's like a word, like it's almost like a statue.
And then you get to know her, and then you're like, oh my god, you're such like a person.
She's
like, I never would have guessed.
A person. Me and Emily Gugliano, she's a playmate. She's my best friend. We were walking out of a club, and there was a magazine that had Fire and Ice with Janine Jericho, and she picked it up and she goes, "We're gonna fucking meet her. We're gonna be with her. We're gonna meet her." The very next day, I went and did a podcast in Tampa for the Strip Club Kings with George Kane. He's the guy who imitates the Playboy guy.
Hugh Hefner.
He's the Hugh Hefner.
Oh,
you know who
I met him at Exotica.
I was going to say, he's always down there. I went and did a podcast with him, and he's like, well, I'm going to bring my friend. And he brought Janine Jericho. We were pretty inseparable, me and her, from that day on, as far as talking every day. And she's actually on the show with me, The Bells of Tampa Bay, which will be coming out later this fall. Now, the good thing about that is it's a docu-series, so you'll get your turn. Like, we all get our turn. Because, again, I want to show, I know for those who can't see, we are live on YouTube, but she did this awesome bloodbath. Are you naked?
Technically, but the nipples are edited out, and then I'm obviously like,
you're like a Barbie doll, no nipples.
Yes.
So she's got all this blood and this like, and I just told you that I wanted to do one. I like the goriness.
The photographer, Andy Spade.
Yes.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I saw that he saw that I was commenting, and then you're like,
you know, an antifungal. Like,
yeah, that's
you know,
true.
like you're feeding all those nice
you're like,
little bacteria and everything.
You're going to the doctor. They're gonna be like, so you're already bleeding.
Yeah,
you know, kind of goo.
I still have like dried blood encrusted in my ear and everything. It was everywhere. It's a tattoo and he's it, and so he can change it into a whole like photography studio.
Now, not to get in everybody's business, but what's his like normal rate?
His normal for tattooing?
No, to do the pictures.
The pictures, I believe is like $500 a session.
Okay.
But unlike other photographers, like you can have multiple outfits. A lot of photographers like to go by, okay, well, you get 2 outfits.
So what does your birthday suit count like you? That's an outfit?
That's an outfit.
All right. I just want one outfit. We can cover me with whatever goo. You know what I want? I want a mud type also. I don't know why.
That would be fun.
I want to be in the mud.
Mud's going to be like way less sticky.
Yeah,
I feel like we could just like go down a dirt road and like
I was just saying I could just pour some water. Like I feel like it's cheap. I could just pour water on some stuff. I mean, there might be worms and things, but
I think worms would be the least of our problems. I think it'd be more like pollution. You know, like how much oil is in this?
It's okay. I work at most strip clubs. It's fine. I mean, you've escaped probably every disease. I feel like we're immune to a lot of stuff. It's cool. A little bit of dirt ain't gonna kill anybody.
I did get staph from a strip club one time. From like very early.
I bet you though. I bet you 100%. This is where girls get. It was the shoes. You know how you pick up the shoes? Your shoe.
No, it wasn't.
How?
Surprisingly. So I had an ingrown hair on my thigh, and I actually my thigh tattoo covers it now, the scar. But I had an ingrown hair on my thigh, and I like picked at it, and then I went and did a lap dance.
Oh, and you just juiced right in.
And the guy just like was rubbing up and down on my thighs, and all of a sudden, like the next day, it's like green.
Oh my god!
He's like huge and massive.
You're
and
dancing
I'm like,
for a
I
zombie.
need to go to the doctor, and you're really like. They take forever to heal. Like once I was done with my antibiotics, I could go back to dancing. But like I wore thigh-high fishnets with the band like across where it was and everything.
Because you don't know.
I had it covered. Like I had either Tegaderm or
it probably took like at least 3 months.
Oh
probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had something on the back of my leg which like almost looked like a scab, and I was thinking like melanoma or something, because I'm like, what is that? And then it was like itchy and it burned, and like I just had it almost looked like a cigarette burn, and I'm like, what? Where? So go to the doctor, and
get tested for gonorrhea, kids.
Oh well, no, what's it? Let's not, and that's not what it looks like. It was way down my thigh on the back. So I went to the dermatologist, Dr. Moon. She'll let you know. I'll tell you my results. She was gonna do the biopsy, and I'm thinking she's just gonna take a piece. Like this bitch slants the whole thing off. So it's gone. Came back, it was fine. There was nothing. But
it was like a benign.
Yeah, she still didn't say what it was, because I'm like, it looks like a fuzzy, like it just looked weird, like a mole that was fuzzy a little bit. It was the weirdest thing. And so it took like, I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna heal like 2 weeks. Girl, like it just healed like the other day. And
oh
like
my God.
I have this scar. It's like this color. Like I can't wait to pull down my pants to show you when we're done, because I have pants on today. So
is that the only reason you're pulling down your pants?
Yep, it is.
Damn it.
That's it. That's you don't get it all in one.
You know, I guess I'll have to come back.
Yeah. I'm waiting for you to hit rich. I want to be first in line. You just said you were broke. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna put the same rules I apply to guys to you. This is not a for show.
No,
wait, how about this? We'll go on my OnlyFans.
Okay.
And do you have an OnlyFans?
I do.
Shut up. So now we can go on OnlyFans together.
That's literally how I make all my money.
Shut up.
Like there's different times of the month where like all my subscriptions renew, where I'm like, you know, king shit, where I got money.
So you're gonna give me a tutorial with OnlyFans.
Okay.
And then we're gonna, because I got some work for you.
All right.
We're gonna make some money. I'm so excited. So we go back to the story. We met at my premiere, and I want to tell you, you are one of the best people that I've met through how we met. I love you with all my heart. I'm so endeared. You always show up. I was just telling Charles, it was here earlier, Charles Maddox. I'm like, this girl like has shown me, and you're young.
Yeah.
So for you to you always like answer. You always tell me yes, no, maybe so. What time? How's it going? Like you are so consistent on things. Like I promise the moment I get money to pay, like I'm hiring you as an assistant. Like I need you in my life.
I need you, Tatiana.
I need you. And then maybe I can get a little loving for free. I'll start with the cuddles that night.
No, so the reason for that is, you know, I was on my way to becoming a feature entertainer. I won a couple of titles in 2020, and then I got out of the industry, and then I came back in the industry, and now I'm kind of doing whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
But my feature mom, I call her my industry mama, was Raven Colley, who is exceptional. She's phenomenal. We met in Louisiana, and then when everything shut down here, she invited me up to her in Illinois, and that's why I have Illinois titles. But she taught me like she literally taught me like the ethics of working in this industry, and you know, like she said, you see that? We don't do that.
Yeah.
You know,
she knew.
You if you say you're going to be somewhere, you're there. Yeah. If if somebody has a booking, you don't show up sloppy drunk. You don't, like she took me through the word.
You leave sloppy drunk.
Yeah. You leave sloppy drunk, but you don't even like, if you're going to get sloppy drunk when you're not getting paid to be there.
Exactly. You know? Yeah.
There like are you have to show face. You have to
be professional. It's still a job.
It was the professionalism is the major thing that she taught me.
You don't show up in the daytime at the chiropractor like drunk, even though you're not getting paid. Like you don't, even though I do, but you don't. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
We lead by example, children.
Yeah. I'm not even drunk today. I don't even have anything to drink. Did you bring something in your purse?
I did not. I don't really drink.
Oh, well, I don't see. Like you're starting to be the assistant.
Oh yeah. Okay. Next time I'll show up with like what's your liquor of choice?
Free. Free, bitch. Like whatever it is. I mean, as long as it's not like something.
If you bring me Jaeger, you're getting punched. Okay,
after the first two, because I'm still gonna take it. Well, if it's the only thing out there,
that's like somebody handing you a shot of vermouth.
I don't even know what that is, because I was gonna say, don't bring me hooch that you made in your bathtub. That I will not. That's not free.
I don't know.
It's not for me.
I've had people bring me like their own moonshine. And that's really good.
Okay, but it's moonshine that's made like in the backwoods, or hooch?
Yeah,
that's made
well, I don't know.
Tub?
I was bartending at this bar, and I told them it was my birthday, and this guy came in. He was a regular of mine, and he's like, "Do you like, apple pie or blueberry?" And I was like, "I like blueberry." And he's like, "Well, you get both," and hands me 2 jars of homemade moonshine. Oh. So me and my dad cracked them open that night, and it was you ever heard of Everclear?
Yes. Oh my God, bitch. Like me and Everclear are not friends, nor Jose.
You know you're supposed to dilute Everclear
with your mouth?
With like something else.
Nope,
with a
just
mixer.
my spit. Nope.
Like Everclear
like
99 is like ridiculous.
Like 99 bananas. Same thing. I thought that
we don't dilute this microphone with my mouth.
You know what? Wait, side note, we did a video together for the Lux family for Don Rich and Jay Clips, and it's called Ooh Wee. And it was funny because there's a part where you're in and it made it into the clip.
I was so happy when it made it.
My oldest niece, Princess Shay, is doing her booty shake, and we're slapping it. I believe it's her, and you are like shaking your head with your tongue out, and you're like, ugh, and your ponytail. And
I was resting my face on her butt while she's twerking, and I'm just like, this is the best moment of my life.
And Skylar did it like jokingly, and they were like, no, do it again, and it made it into the clip. You guys gotta see it. I'm gonna put the links down, but it's so great because I'm like, why is it the funniest moments? Like
that was such a fun shoot.
It was a fun shoot. We got paid. Like we have other shoots coming up, so. I got you. Like, I definitely, you have the cutest, like, it sounded like someone sneezed.
It's Pikachu.
Okay. Cause I text you and I said ready, and your phone sneezed at me, I thought. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'll just calmly wait. See?
My social media is going nuts right now.
Can they see you? Are they watching you live?
No, I can go live on my Facebook.
Oh, let's do it. Oh, matter of fact, yeah, we're gonna go in and talk about your TikTok, because another like great thing is, for some reason I meet like these really like high number infamous TikTokers all the time, and you freaking surprised me because I go on your TikTok and I think I'm gonna see the normal, regular.
Like twerking.
Man,
like
I get on there and she's got like 9,000 people, 63, some number. And she's got like
61.3 thousand.
Still the same. And then she's got like the head. What is it? It's a lizard head, right?
Oh, it's I have a
dragon, lizard.
It is dinosaur. A velociraptor.
I was so in the park. So I like
it's a reptile.
It's green with scales. Kind of like gray green, and she's got it on, but you're like in like a bathing suit. I don't know, it just looks so awesome. Yes. I'm like, why did I not think of that? So then now I'm hooked. Now you got me hooked like crack, and I'm watching, and like all the stuff you do is so like off the charts. Like you are not the typical. All right, don't get my fat arm. You are not just get your fit. No, I'm good. Hi guys. Hi. So I always say, like, let's get on. Let's do this. Let's do like everything. I just love all the places that you touch. I love it. I love your style. I love your grace. Again, like I said, you are young but you feel like an old soul. I feel.
Thanks. It's the trauma.
You're welcome. Thank God. Well, some people take that trauma and then they're still like fucking up. And I feel that you have
to turn it into a strength. You have to turn it into, okay, well, I screwed up, or I didn't, it may not be your fault or whatever else. You have to turn it into, how can I learn from this? How can I be better? How can I help other people? That's my main thing with using my trauma and the stuff that I've been through is, especially in the clubs and everything else where you have no idea how many times I've pulled aside a girl and been like, baby girl, don't do that.
Yeah. Because
baby girl, that is dangerous.
But it's good that you have these like inner gut, again, to be so young in your 20s, this inner gut to know, because a lot of people learn from mistakes, but some mistakes are deadly. And you've learned a lesson that you ended up in heaven, or wherever. But I mean, you can't take back. That's not. I don't even call it a lesson learned. I mean, that it was the end.
So even my senior quote was actually for high school was a quote from my grandmother, and it's learn from your mistakes, but don't make it all of your education.
Yeah, of course.
So not only learn from your mistakes, but learn from the mistakes of others. If somebody is willing to reach out to you and say, and that's one of the reasons that I love the feature community, and I will always love the feature community, even as I go on and do other things. I've always been able to reach out to my feature sisters and be like, hey, what's your input on this?
Yeah.
Hey, have you had any experience with this? Do you know anything about this? What should I do here? Anything else, whether it's involved in performing or it's not.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times that I've reached out to, again, Raven, and been like, my life's in shambles and I have no idea what to do. She's like, we got this.
Yeah, we got
Let's
this.
Go. Here's what you do.
Yeah.
Shut up and listen.
And you know what's great is if when you follow what someone says, because what I can't stand is when a girl will call me and she's broken down and she wants to help, and I'm offering, it's not that she has to take it, but if you call me at 4 a.m. and I come save you and then I help you and then I watch her literally do the opposite.
Yeah.
Don't call me again. Not saying that you have to do what I said, but don't call me for advice. And then you just like, it just like the genre of it's gone. And then now I feel that I waste my breath and my time. So I love the fact that if I call you, like, and I ask you something, you tell me something, I'm going to go and take it. Now, if it doesn't work after we do it, it's different.
Then I just blame you. Down with like a dull kitchen knife,
a butter knife, and I'm gonna cut off everything. I'm gonna make those nipples that you took off in the picture real, so when you go, you don't have to edit your nipples.
I pierced them like 4 times, so I think that there's like no nerves left.
So basically, I just tie a rubber band.
Unless
and just
you want to
put
your mouth on them.
Well, they're numb. For what? What am I doing? You're numb.
I don't know.
You're numb. That's like sucking a guy with nothing. You're like, what is this?
Like sucking a guy with a mouthful of Novocaine.
Which you sound like an expert. You make such the good sounds. Now, I do want to offer you, as far as I love, again, I always talk about how much I love you. You can't tell me I
make good sounds and then offer me something.
It is, because it's more sounds.
Ooh.
So I want you to come on as more of a regular, and I want you to come on as more of a co-host with me.
Okay.
Because I mean, I think it'd be great. You have a side that I feel like we're opposites, and we come together, and we have that thing at the club and a thing of performing come together. I'm not the dancer, but you're half the feature, but then you're half like Lizard. So I love.
I'm a lizard feature.
Lizard feature. And then I always like get in on your things on Facebook. You're like, what should we call this stuffed animal? And then I'm like on there with names. And then my husband goes, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, she pulled me down this rabbit hole. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm like, delete. And I'm like heart.
That's the like moment of embarrassment. You're like, I don't want to like this.
Yeah,
I don't want anybody to know that I was involved in this or that it turns me on.
Yeah.
But like I'm just
you
gonna
were
like it.
You were in your like onesie. I don't know what it was. A unicorn.
My narwhal onesie.
Okay,
I just did a photo shoot in that. I'm
Shut
waiting
up.
for the photos back.
Because I saw. Then you made it a cartoon.
So yeah, actually. Jason Stone contacted me. He's like, can I make fan art of you? And I was like, yeah, duh. And he did a very old picture of me in which I have my pink long hair. You know, my hair's short. I have a mohawk.
Yes, I love that too.
This is not real.
Mm-hmm. She's got a long. She's got some horse's ass on her head. I think I saw that horse. Hey, Lucky. Hi, Lucky. I remember him.
So where was I? So then he reaches out to me, you know, he does an older picture. And then all of a sudden, like I wake up in the morning and he had sent this at like 4 a.m., which is a rough draft of a picture of me looking crazed in a narwhal onesie.
I saw that one. That's the one.
Because I had just posted a selfie in it the other day.
Saw it.
And then he did it in full color.
Shamefully, I saw it. I like feel like I've been stalking. You come up a lot of my feed, so I have to stop.
Algorithm.
I have to stop liking everything, or it's gonna keep coming.
Do you like me?
I do. I think you're great. Like I love you. I always text. Like I'm really like I'm fangirl on you too, because like I said when
I'm a fangirl of you. Like half the time, you know, like. You will be like, hey, I need a girl for this. And I'm like, I really wish I fit that archetype because I just want to go hang out with Tati again.
Oh, you should just call me and be like, can I just come anyway? Like you can come as a sense of coming to help.
Don't say that. I will show up at your doorstep.
I swear to God, I will give you my address tonight. You are more than welcome. Like I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. Like I don't really like, I'm not a big goer outer unless I'm making money. But I mean,
dude, same.
Okay.
I'm like, if it's not a networking thing, if it's a networking thing, that's one thing. If I don't have the potential to make money out of this,
I'm not saying that me and you can't. Yeah, but we can. But I love it when people come to help, you know, to help show up. Like I said, I have a photo shoot with Anna Luciano Saturday. She's a female photographer in Ybor City. So if you'd like to come, I'll
play handler.
All right, come on, handle me. Like, you know, makeup, make sure like I don't look like I have black eyes, and like make sure my eyes like this. Cause like for some reason, getting back into the modeling world after so many years, I don't know. Like a lot of photographers are like, you look scared. And I'm like,
okay, then tell me how to move my face to not.
Yeah, tell me how. You know what? I'm an old-fashioned model. I'm like, hold a freaking mirror in front just so I can just capture. Because like they're like, they want the sexy look. I'm not that girl. I'm a comical, non-sexy as far as me on the inner side. So like sexy, I'm like,
I'm honestly the same exact way. Like my biggest photos are usually my outtakes.
Yes, I'm goofy.
Where I'm making the stupid faces and the goofiness and everything else. Where, you know, I have a fucking rockin' body. You know, everybody tells me I'm sexy, but I don't feel like that's why I say I was the world's worst stripper.
Yep.
Because I really was.
Which I thought you were great. I saw you.
Yeah,
your performance is captivating.
But then I would get into like people like would be like, yeah, dirty talk with me.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I can't. Like I'll sit here and crack jokes. You know, I can do a lot of like stage performance, and then I'm also the world's laziest stripper, where I'm just gonna lay down in front of you, and I'm gonna do a whole stand-up comedy routine and keep you laughing and keep money flowing.
Yep. That's how I think I work it, and I can be the sexy for a little bit because I was a phone sex operator for years.
Oh my God, I would not be able to do that.
And then I turned into being a dominatrix in real life. So yeah, I did lots of calls for some judges and lawyers out here.
But I am the subbiest sub that ever did sub, so I cannot like I've had people who are like, hey, will you top me? Will you dom me? I'll pay you X amount, and I'm like, I literally cannot.
Now wait, if someone wants you to be a sub, would you? Like, can they pay you?
That's a whole like safety risk. Generally as somebody in the adult industry, you want to be in control at all times, whether you're giving a lap dance at a strip club, you're in pornography, you have safe words that you can say, you are, you know, a professional dominatrix, whatever. And when you are in a submissive position, in order to do it for money or in a situation where you don't have that trust built with that person, it's very, very different. Because like if you have me tied up and you say, I want to do this, and I'm like, I don't want you to do that, and I use my safe word, are you going to respect it? Or is it going to turn into a dangerous
See, that's where your momager comes in. I sit in the back and I just watch. And really that just turned in from because I have these people that produce these videos where it's the girls wrestling and it's kind of like a chokeout video, but not really.
See, doing videos though, again, that's more of the porn aspect.
Clips for sale. No. You're wearing your outfit. You're wearing your outfit.
Yeah, but okay, that's the performance aspect, less of a private, like if somebody was like, hey, come to my house.
No.
I'm not going to do that. But if you say, hey, here's, it's a production. We have, a number of people in the room. We have,
it's a couple $100 an hour.
Safety things in
place.
I'm more likely to do that than if it's like, hey, do you do private parties?
Yeah, no,
absolutely not.
I don't. Yeah, no. I like the stuff that's in production. That's safety, like studio, 4 or 5. There's a real crew. Anytime like I take any girls to any like jobs, whether it's foot modeling or anything, I literally am always 99% there, especially the first time. Videos, everything, whether I'm in it or not.
That's why I work with you. That's why every time that you've been like, hey, are you available for this? I'm like, yes, because I know that you're going to be there or somebody's going to, like, you're never going to put me in a dangerous situation if I get a booking with you.
Because my husband is not the type to let me go somewhere on my own, especially. And I always want to, like I said, try it out, feel it out. Because if it doesn't work or I don't like it, and I always tell the girls, the rule is if we get there and you don't like something or you feel, walk the hell off stage or walk the hell off, because that's nothing on you to me. That's with them. And I always tell the people, don't talk to the girls, talk to me. And I tell the girls, don't talk to the guy. Not that you can't say hi, but anything. And then I end up where they're like, oh, well, so what do we do? And I'm looking at both sides. I'm like, don't fucking look at me. I'm like, but I always end up producing, which I got paid for. But
as performers, like whether you're modeling, doing film, doing whatever, if you are performing in an aspect, whether it's adult or not, you are an independent contractor, which means that they cannot hold you. Like you can break contract. You can say, you know what? I don't feel comfortable. I'm going to leave.
And I never want anybody to do anything they don't want to do. Like I said, I always explain. And I also explain, the girls know the assignment before they get there.
Yes.
Like if there's something that's different or however, I let them know. Because I tell the person, tell me exactly what's going on, from outfit to makeup to whatever, because we want to be upfront and honest, because the girl can then make the decision. Yes, I want to take my nipples off. Yes, I want to
take my nipples off.
Yes, I want to rearrange everything. Yes, I want to, yes, I want to move the furniture. Yes, I want to.
Well, even when I'm booking with, like privately for myself, I always go hyper into the details where I don't want anything to be a surprise of, hey, so we said we were doing a lingerie shoot and all of a sudden you want me naked.
Yeah, all the way. Like that is my first.
We were doing, this, and all of a sudden you're going to spur this on me. No, because now I can't trust your word of where is my content going to go? Who's going to have access to it? What is going to get out?
Yeah. Because the internet's forever.
Yes. So, like true story. One of my photographers has a macro of my vagina. Macro of my vagina.
We must see it.
I
where
lost it. I asked him to send it to me again.
Okay, I was going to say, where is it? I'm going to troll all over the internet.
But it never got out. I was like, hey, this is one of those things that you can put into a gallery. Yeah. Do not put my name on it. Because I don't really like doing spreads, for example. Like filming's different, but like spreads are not.
Spread for a spread?
Just I'll spread peanut butter.
I'm allergic.
Sun butter.
Okay, better. It's so funny because Emily always for some reason, she knows I'm allergic to like peppermint. Not really, really bad, but enough. She's like always like, oh, try this lipstick. And she puts it on. I'm like, it's tingling. She's like, oh, fuck, it's peppermint. I'm like, every time I'm with her, I almost die because she's constantly, and she's learning. She's like,
I had a friend who did that. I'm allergic to kiwi fruit and dragon fruit.
Yes.
And she's like, let's get smoothies. And I was like, okay. She's like, there's this best flavor. I'm going to pick it out for you. You're not allowed to see what I'm getting. And all of a sudden, like she comes out with them and I take a sip and I'm like, immediately my mouth is on fire. And I'm like,
you're like, there's dragon fruit
and this?
There's both in there.
Like, I felt my throat kind of like almost closing up. I was like, if I go into anaphylaxis as soon as they hit me with epinephrine, I am gonna stab you. Like that is what I'm gonna take that EpiPen and I'm gonna stab you with it once it's used.
I would be like, what are you allergic to? So we can have a party.
Right.
Make
like,
sure.
But that's like the only thing. Like I have some mild seasonal allergies, but that's like the only major thing that like will kill me is like kiwi fruit. And she goes for like I'm like, how hard is it?
Okay, so I got the theory we like don't tell people. Just ask them before they give it to you, because I feel like their brain like doesn't. Because again, Emily, she's like, oh, like, want this nose spray? And she's like, psh, psh, while I'm on the toilet. And I was like, Emily, please say that's not mint. She's like, yeah, it's spearmint. And I'm like,
so how do you do a Vicks Vapor Rub?
I just get hives really bad. That's really? What, yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican, so like Vicks fixes everything. You know, you have a stomach ache, Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah, my mom can't sleep, Vicks.
Yeah,
everything. But I think my mom overused that peanut butter. Like, I think that's why I'm allergic. And recently, like in the last year, I can't even smoke any weed because I have like these allergy asthmas where I start wheezing, and even my husband can't be in the room because my eyes start itching. It's weird.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, that's not. I liked smoking a little bit before I go to bed, and now I'm like nothing. Now I'm like a nun.
You're like a melatonin kind of girl.
So
sleepy time tea,
more flexible. But yes, a little sexy. Now tell us all the handles that we can get you on, because people do not like to listen to anybody past 35 minutes.
All right, everything is at Skylar Calico, like OnlyFans, Patreon, Instagram, Twitter. It is
TikTok.
TikTok. It is copyrighted. My Facebook is
Oh, sorry. Keep going. Don't mind me.
Sorry. My Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. Please do not friend request me unless you are somebody in the industry or we have like a lot of mutuals or something and we can network, because I have a cap of 5,000 friends and I don't want to just fill it up with people.
Yeah. Did you have to remove somebody to put me on?
No.
Oh.
I haven't. I've been very selective so far of like, it's like band people and everything else.
Yeah.
But
I'm so excited. So you're going to be back on the show. We're going to do more. I'd like to do some co-hosting where we can go some places, because I think that we have such good yin and yang. I really do.
Yes.
I feel like you're me in another life. Yes. See, it's the hand. And I really want to try on your mask. Like, we need to
God, it's broken right now. But
show it up. What you do? You rip the head open?
No, my schizophrenic ex-roommate shoved all my shit in a bag and threw it out, and threw my cat out, which I ended up like almost pressing charges for. I got my cat back.
Because that was your
everything else.
Cat.
Like I was like, that's stuff. Yeah. That's fine, but I will John Wick you for touching my cat.
It's a it's a living thing.
Like, she's an emotional support animal. She's ADA protected.
I'm so sorry. Well,
so I looked into pursuing charges, and then I was like, this girl doesn't have anything to her name. It's not worth it.
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to get anything. I'm going to spend more on the lawyer than. But yeah, she threw everything, all of my stuff in trash bags and like kicked me out because I didn't wash a dish in the sink.
Yeah.
She cuckoo. She crazy.
Yeah. I bet she got 9 dishes in there right now.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if she's in jail. So she, but she broke my mask, and my mask was one of my favorite things because like my best friend died last year.
Yep.
And that was one of the last things that he gave me before he died. And that's why it's always been so special to me.
Yeah.
And so it's broken on the hinge. I might be able to tape it. I might be able to fix it.
We'll just tape it just for a picture.
Yeah. No, definitely. I can take it for a picture. But
yeah, I want to do a picture. I can't wait. I've seen it and I love it. And I've fallen in love with it.
Fantastic. The mouth moves.
Every time I see you, I see that. I don't even know. I don't even see this. Right. I'm like, what?
I don't even know what her face looks like. No. It's just a velociraptor.
It's just a velociraptor. And I was like, I just thought it was a big lizard. I didn't even know it. I'm the weirdest one.
I'm gonna get the little claw gloves and the little like shoes.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do my nails like the green. We'll do a green Tokyo-ish, and then it'll be like camouflage, because right now I have the leopard.
I just ripped my nails off, so I have stubby little child fingers right now. Like, hi mom, I'm
Got
a toddler.
it. Well, I can't wait. We're gonna do more with you because I feel it. You've proven yourself like a million times over. I mean, every time you show up, for real, I'm telling you, like you know how this industry is, and it's hit or miss, and
there's so many fake people. There's so many like you meet them online and you're like, oh, this is gonna be great, and then you meet them in person and they're like, don't even talk to me, and you're just like,
yeah,
okay,
or they steal
what you do,
what you do, and they watch all your stuff and you have to block them, but then they make a fake page to see what you do.
Oh, that happened to you too?
Yeah, girl, happens all the time. But you know what? They're never better than me, and they can't get to anyone. That can't get to anyone. So, you know, it's just it's help. Shut your fucking mouth. Me. Get your money later. I told you don't blink on camera. So yeah, it happens.
Pimp hand is real strong.
It's so strong. It's the walker. It's like she's scared and I got a weapon. And I told her, get your ass down. Get
slapped across the face with the fucking walker.
They don't think I slapped my hose, but secretly. You know what I do? I just do with the tap. And I tap you all night.
Oh my God.
Till it leaves a bruise. And then you're like, what happened? It's like a waterboard, but it's just my finger. So that, you gotta
like
do
Chinese water torture.
Yeah, but it's just Tati finger torture, but not the good kind.
Say water torture. Damn.
No, I find my way. I just make you drink a bunch of Gatorade till you throw up, and I'm like, don't do that again. Now go out and make my money. I treat my girls with love. It's funny because I get called a madam or a pimp, and I'm like, it's not. I have a gang.
You're a stripper wrangler.
I am. I have a gang of girls that like to hang out with me because 1, I'm awesome. 2, I'm awesome. 3, awesome.
It's more like a booking agent. It's more like
it's freelancing, like
entertainer, like talent agent.
I'm just like people know I have like networks.
Yeah.
And I'm just hooking that person up. That's literally what I'm doing. And people call me and I told you, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. I always have to do it. And like, then I do it. Obviously I get paid for doing it. But I mean, like I want to see, because what about if I hook you up with somebody and then something happens and then you become this super famous person? Guess what? Guess who's going to employ me? Because you owe me. So there we go.
Pretty much. If I go up, you're coming with me.
And I tell
that's been my policy the entire time. Like if you help me on my way up, I will bring you up with me.
Yeah. And you can't bring up everybody. But again.
No, but the ones that really like stayed there, that stuck by your side, that like put in the effort when you put in the effort. And even those who saw that you couldn't do the effort that day and were like, I still got you.
Always.
You know, the friends, not just the networking people, not just the associates, the people who you're like, you know what, you're my friend now.
Yes, friend. I call you friend. And that's what when I mean friend, I mean family. And I mean, you can call me at 4 a.m. Like I get concerned. I want to know, I
probably won't answer at 4 a.m.
It's okay.
My phone's on silent.
You do, because there was a couple times we were going to go out of the area at like 5 a.m. and you literally was like, I'm getting back, I'm so tired, I can't make it. And I was like, it's okay, next time, because you told me without just ghosting me and I don't know. Like I'd rather someone just tell me like, bitch, I'm drunk, I can't go.
Yes, exactly. I've always been that way. Like even, like photographers that I've reached out to, I'm like, hey, I can't do it today. Yeah. I'm sorry. You know, like I don't have the energy or I don't have this or I'm just not feeling good.
Because then I know
they're like, well, thank you for telling me, instead of like, and I'm like, I'm sorry that if this is unprofessional of me canceling. They're like, I would rather you cancel
than just not
show up.
Yeah, because there's been times I'm like, I can't do it. Oh, he needs it. All right, next podcast, guys. Sorry. Skylar Calico, this bitch is on. Bye. And no one can steal her because I love her. All right, and tell everybody what you're listening to.
You've been listening to Talk Yo-ish podcast.
Yeah.
And stay sexy, motherfuckers.
Love it.